All right, we're here with Kristina Fluty. Yay! Talking about the gym and the class that she'll be teaching as part of this program, July 10th through the 13th. So Kristina, can you tell us a little bit about your class that you'll be teaching those days?
Sure. Let's see. So I guess for people who haven't ever taken my class, it's good to know that we spend a lot of time on the floor. I like to joke that we evolve out of the swamp through those developmental movement patterns, and just a way to come in and release and use the floor to find support and massage the tissues as you need to, and then start to wake up to the space around you and then sort of move through that space. It's definitely a phrase-based class. I start right away with creating sequences that we live in for spans of time. So rather than using a repetition of exercises to get into concepts, we use those phrases, and we can break them down, we can look at elements of them to get at things that we want to study. But so instead of doing we're going to do this thing 8 times or whatever, we do these phrases that we sort of explore and talk about and enjoy. So I think for people who usually take my class, I'm hoping, this is what I'm sort of thinking about, that it might have a little bit of a different tone because I'm not going to be as busy, which I'm really excited about. I'm going to have a little more spacious schedule, so I don't know what that's going to mean for my class in terms of the tone, but I think that I feel like I might be a little more playful, or I might have new discoveries unfolding, so that's exciting. I think we're gearing things toward experienced movers, but my class has always been such that even when the phrases get to be really complex, and I'm usually making them up in the moment, so who knows what will happen, but people have found that if they're willing to just kind of jump in and ride the waves and breathe through it and pause when they need to, or watch, really anyone can be there and engage with the material. And I try to set a tone in the room that's really open and non-judgmental and not competitive or anything like that. So I hope that anyone who's curious about, especially about La Bonne-Barthenief or any of the things that I do, I hope they'll just feel welcome to come.
I can say, having been in your class in the past, that I'm always struck by how open you are to questions, and however basic, however simple, however complex, and it is a real beautiful thing in your class.
Thank you. I love it when people ask questions where they'll say, this might be a really sort of basic thing,
yes,
but then they say something really profound like, what do you mean when you say let go? And I'm just like, okay, let's talk about that.
Yeah.
What are you letting go? Yeah, so if you're watching that, you know who you are. Yeah.
I also just want to mention that a unique thing as part of the gym is also to bring joy and nourish joy, was to have some live music, so that your class will be accompanied live by the great Michael Zarang, and that's just an added layer to the environment.
I've never taught with him before. I've performed with him, so I'm really excited about that.
Yeah. I know he is too. Yeah. So then lastly, I guess I'd just like to ask you, the gym is coming from the question, what nourishes joy in me, and looking to nourish a culture of joy, and has that question in its groundwork. So I'm wondering if you could just speak a little bit to what nourishes joy in you.
Well, it's a little corny, but I have a 6-year-old son, and when you say joy, or when you ask me this question, I immediately think about, I I just love being with him right now. And certainly parenting has a lot of layers. And sometimes it's not the easiest. But right now, I just am so excited to see him at the end of the day and, you know, snuggle with the stories and the cuddling at bedtime or just watch him riding his bike or whatever. Like I say, it sounds a little corny, but he's just really, he is so much in joy right now. So it's hard not to feel almost manically joyful around him. So he keeps me honest.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great. All right. Well, if you join the gym, we can take Kristina Fluty's class, 10 a.m. to 12 p.m., June 10th through the 13th.
That's
Oh,
right.
one other thing I wanted to mention.
Yes.
With your class, that there'll be an opportunity on the Friday, July 14th.
Yes.
An opportunity if you want to speak to that real
Yeah,
fast.
so I mentioned that it's a phrase-based class, so I was thinking that we could try a thing where we create for the showings on Friday night, that's part of the gym each Friday night, that we could just sort of string together all the phrases that we make in the week and just show them as a play time. So if you're there in the week on any day, you would feel welcome, I hope, to come on Friday and dance.
Should you wish.
Should you wish.
Yeah, or yes.
Yeah.
All right. Thanks, Kristina.
Thank you.
Yes.